Hello and welcome to Da-Mark.com. In this tutorial we'll cover how one would interact with the system. So let's say I'm having a birthday party next week and I would like to have 100 cupcakes baked. Normally I would do a search and find bakeries and ask if they are able to supply my order. Not with Da-Mark.com. Let me show you how. So let's log in as a consumer. On Da-Mark.com there are two different types of users. We've got consumers who are able to send tender requests, and we have suppliers. They're able to receive those tender requests and they're able to send tender responses to them. So this is the dashboard. Dashboard has basically got notifications that basically notify you when your tender requests have tender responses. So when you get a tender response, there'll be a notification in this part, and you'll also get an email and you'll be able to then respond to that. So let's go on to My Tenders tab. This is where you create your tender request. You can see tender requests sent by me. This part normally, again, if I have tender requests out, I'll be able to see them, but at the moment, because I haven't sent any yet, they're empty. So let's go and create a tender request. And as you can see here, you can create your heading. So let's start off with a heading. So I'm going to say I want 100 cupcakes, and this is what the suppliers will see. Next, we can go into the message area, and here we explain a little bit more about what we're looking for. So I'm looking for 50 chocolate cupcakes and 50 red velvet cupcakes, and this is again what the suppliers will see and are able to then respond. The next part is the when do I require them. So if you click on there, and you can see it's a calendar. So I want them next week Friday, so let's click on that. So that's basically telling again the supplier that I'm looking for this at that date. The business area, this has got a lot of different categories. You can see we've got agricultural management all the way through to beekeeping, music, arts, entertainment. But at the moment we're only looking for baking. So we'll type in baking. And as you can see, the system will find it under food and beverages. So we click on that, and that's just telling the system what type of supplier we're looking for. Our budgeted amount, I don't want to spend more than 1,000 Rand, so let's put down 1,000 Rand there. And then we go into what sort of supplier you're looking for. Here you can see we've basically got national, provincial, regional, and local. Again, this is just very simply saying, do I want a supplier that covers the whole nation? That's obviously big suppliers, all the way down to very, very small suppliers who are very local to me. So we're going to choose regional. Regional is better, I think, for us, because it covers my town and then other towns in the general area. So at least then it'll be a slightly wider net. The other big point is you can see city or town that we're looking for if we go down there. So for instance, if I wanted to have something delivered to Jeffreys Bay, I would type in Jeffreys Bay, and the system will pick it up, and I can select that, and then the system will actually go and find suppliers that cover the Jeffreys Bay area. However, I'm not in Jeffreys Bay. I want to use my residential address, so I can click on there, use residential address. You can see I'm in Melkbosstrand, and what this system will do now is it'll look for bakers who cover the Melkbosstrand area. I'm going to go ahead and submit it. I'm going to click submit, and then it'll scan the database and find suppliers and tell me how many tender requests have been sent out. And there we go. At the top there you can see tender requests sent to 4 suppliers, and the state is pending. If we click on the actual tender request itself, you can then see, so this is what you'll see suppliers get sent. So they basically would see this, and if you click on the tender responses tab, that is when I get tender responses back. So if all 4 suppliers send me back a tender response, I'll have 4 there. I can look through them and be able to respond. But yeah, that's for another tutorial. If you go into the in-depth tutorials under the help page of Da-Mark.com, we'll be able to discuss more about how you interact with the messaging system. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you enjoy using Da-Mark.com. Goodbye.